Hello students, today we are going to have the discussion about if statement, which is one of the most important part of decision statement or control statement. We can also call them as conditional statement, where in programming we are going to have a decision or we are going to take a decision. In this type of statement we are going to have a condition, and condition plays an important role because condition will be tested first. That's why I'm putting the question mark. Condition will be tested, and if the condition is becoming true, then we have to execute a specific block. Let's call it as true block. And when we will go for true block? When the condition is true. When the condition is false, if we test the condition and the condition is becoming false, so we will go for the execution of another block. The name of that block is false block. So we have two blocks, true block and false block. We can either execute true block or execute false block. Which block will be executed, that depends on the condition. So if we will test the condition first, as I am telling that if, that's why the first category of decision statement is if statement, because the point is, if the condition is true, do this. If the condition is false, then do this, skip this. Okay, if the condition is true, do this, skip this. Okay, so that's why one program, either it will flow in this direction or it will flow in that direction depending on the condition. This type of statements in programming are known as decision statement, or we can call them as control statements. There are various categories of decision statements. So let's see what are the various types of decision statements available. We can use what are the various types of decision statements in programming. So the first type of decision statement and the most popular one is if statement, and it is in maximum cases it is used. Then switch statement, another one is go to statement, another one is conditional operator. So let's focus on the first type, that is if statement. We will see how to use if statement in a program. If we will discuss if statement, as the name is if is always associated with a condition. So when we are going to use if statement, so we are going to have a condition associated with it, because as we have told, we have the idea that we are discussing decision statements. Decision statements are the statements where we have to take a decision depending on the condition. So that's why the point is we have to see how if is used. If statement is always associated, if is the keyword of C. If is always associated with a condition and a block, and we can call it the true block, because this block is always executed if the condition is becoming true. So this is the simplest form of if, where we have the if keyword written with the condition which is going to be tested and the particular block of if. The condition is true, then this block will be executed. Condition is false, this block will not be executed. So let's see the general form. As I told, condition is true, then enter into the block and execute it. Condition is false, cannot enter into the block, don't execute it or don't execute that block. If the condition is true, you can enter the block. If the condition is false, you cannot enter the block. You have to go outside. Isn't it just like the movie hall where you can enter? It is a movie hall. You can enter into it if you are having the ticket. You have the ticket. Condition is, do you have the ticket? So let me write. Do you have the ticket? This is the question mark. Do you have the ticket? This is the condition. We have to test. We have to find out. We have to check. The guard or the security guard will check. Are you having the ticket? If the answer is coming yes, yes, the person is having the ticket, then the flow will be like this. You can enter into the movie hall. And you can enjoy. If you are not having the ticket, then you cannot enter into the hall. You have to go outside. Okay. So similarly, just like a movie hall is your true block. You can enter into it if this is true. What is the condition? Condition is, do you have the ticket? If you are having the ticket, yes, then you can enter. No, you cannot enter. You go outside. Clear it is? Okay. So I hope it is fine. So that's why I can call it is the simplest form of if, or I can call it the simple if, where you are having only a condition associated with it and a block of if, which will be executed when the condition is true. So if I'll come to the categories or various types of if statement, the first one is simple if, which is this. The general form of simple if is this one, where I am having the condition and the true block associated with if. Then the other three types of if statement are if else, nested if else, and else if ladder. Let's see one simple program of simple if. Then we will go through the other categories of if. Let me write a simple program and we will find the output. Before writing a program, let's write a program and let's see what I am writing, what the output I am expecting from this program. Let's say I am having a variable x. Let's say I have declared the variable x and I have initialized the value of x as 10. Let's say I am writing a condition like this. This is a simple program I am writing so that it will be easy to understand and it will be clear. In the first step we should know how the simple if works. Let's say this is the printf. Then let's say another printf is present here. First of all, we'll mark what are the various parts of the program, which part will be executed when. Then automatically output will be obtained. There is no problem at all in finding the output. Let's see. I have written, don't mind my handwriting. I have written the program. See, this is the variable x. The variable I have declared is x. And let's find what the next statement is. If x greater than 100. As I have told you repeatedly, if is always associated with a condition. So whatever is written with if, that is your condition. So we got which one is condition? We found the condition. Yes, the condition is x greater than 100. We have to test whether x is greater than 100. What is the value of x? The value of x is 10. So the value of x is 10. 10 greater than 100. It is false. So as the condition is false, we cannot enter into the block. We will go outside as the condition is false. So this part will be skipped. We cannot enter into this area. This is not allowed. We cannot enter into this. So that's why we are going out of that block. What is written there? Printed by. So whatever is written, we have to execute that because it is outside that true block. So printf by means by will be displayed. So if I will write the output of this program, so what output we expect? By. In the display screen or in the monitor, by will be displayed. I think it is okay. As the condition is false, so we'll go here and the output is by. So let's see, if the condition is true, what will happen in that case? Let me write in another color for true case. So let's say here I am changing the condition. Let's say the condition is let me write. Let's say I am changing the condition. Suppose the condition is like this: x greater than 5. Suppose it is written x greater than 5. Suppose the condition is x greater than 5. In that case, 10 greater than 5, we'll put the value of x, that is 10. 10 greater than 5, it is true. So if it is true, so we can enter into the block. So that's why 10 greater than 5, this condition is true. So we can enter into the block, we can execute the path present inside the block. So what is written inside the block? Printf hello. So in the output screen, we will find the output hello. It will be displayed. Then the block is over. After the execution of block, we will come outside. In the outside part, whatever is written, we will execute it. That is printf by. So by will also be printed, and then program is ended. So output of this program is hello by. Simple. In case of simple if, the funda is we have to check the condition, and depending on the truth value of the condition, either we will enter into the true block or we will not enter. That's the part of simple if. So I hope it is clear. Let's go for the second category of if statement, that is if-else statement. In case of if statement, we are having another block, that is false block. In simple if, we have seen only this part, if the condition is associated with it and the true block. In case of if-else statement, we are having another block, that is false block. That means what I will do if the condition is false, there is a specific block for false case also, just like true block. True block will be executed when the condition is true. False block will be executed when the condition is false. So when the condition is true, we can enter into the true block. We will skip the false block. If the condition is false, then we will go to else part, that is false block will be executed in case of condition is false. In case the condition is false, we will come to false block, it will be executed, and which part will be skipped? True block. And this, what is statement number 1? It is the outside statement. The outside statement will be executed in both the cases, whether the condition is true or false. The specific blocks will be selected. After that, after this part, outside statement will be executed. For example, condition is true, then true block will be executed. After this, after execution of true block, come to the outside statement. Similarly, if the condition is false, go to the else part, execute the false block, skip it, and come out after the end of this. After the end of this and after the end of the false block, come out and outside statement will be executed. So I think general form is somehow understood. I think it is clear. Let's write a C program using this if-else statement concept, where I have selected a program which is very important and also as well as basic in case of C programming. That is a number is there, we have to check the number is even or odd. So whenever the question is given, let's find it fundamentally that whenever I am getting a question, write a program to check a number is even or odd. So let's find out what to do from the question itself, because you remember, whenever you are getting a question, that is the ultimate path which will take you to the answer. So understand the question first, read it 10 times if you can. Write a program to check a number is even or odd. That means we have to check what? A number. So number will be the input. We have to input a number. Then what do we have to do? We have to check. This is the operation I have to do. This is the thing I have to perform. So what I have to do? I have to check. And what I have to decide? that the number is even or the number is odd. I have to decide. I have to take a decision whether the number is even or odd. And if I am taking a decision, let's have a rough work here, then we'll go to the program writing. So let's say the number is n. Okay, I will input, let's say the number is n. What I have to do? I have to check or I have to decide n is even or odd. That means I have to decide. When I am saying I have to decide, that means there must be a condition. Depending on which I will decide if the condition is true, I will say the number is even. If the condition is false, I will take the decision that the number is odd. So then decide what is the condition. What should be the condition which will tell me the number is even or odd. As we know from the school level that if the number n is divisible by 2, if the number n is divisible by 2, then we declare that the number is even. So what I have to test? What is my condition then? Whether n is divisible by 2, I have to test it. If it is true, yes, number is divisible by 2. If it is yes, then decision is taken, number is even. If the answer is no, false, that is number is not divisible by 2, then the decision is taken that the number is odd. So that's why we have the condition, that condition is number is divisible by 2. How we will write the number is divisible by 2? By using the modulus division operator. We will do the modulus division between n and 2. If the answer is equal to 0, if it is same as 0, if the answer is 0, then this is your condition then. If it is true, then your number is even number, otherwise your number is odd number. So we have done our rough work. We decided what is my condition, this. What I have to do if this is true, this. What I have to do if this is false, then the number is, we have to display the number is odd. We have to display the number is even when the condition is true. When the condition is false, we have to display the number is odd. So let's see what the program is. So the number is, let's say I have taken the variable n. I will input it, printf input a number. I have taken the input. And see the condition part I have written, because in previous slide we have seen the condition we have decided to write is n modulus 2 is equal to 0. Equal to 0. So this is my condition. And in true block what I have to write? In the previous slide we have seen that if the condition is true, we have to display number is even. That means this is my true block. And if the number is false, if the condition is false, then we have to write the number is odd. So in the false block, I have to write that number is odd. So see, that's why I have written condition. Then in the true block, I have written printf, the number is even. Else means in the false block, I have to write printf, number is odd. So this is the program. Let's find, for example, if I'll write the output. So what output I expect if I'll execute this program. So if I will execute this program, first of all it will ask input a number. So when it will ask input a number, let me give a number of my choice, let's say 5, and I will press enter. So the value of n will become 5. The value of n will become 5 because I have given 5. I have given input 5. So the value of n is 5. So n value will be 5. It will be put here. So 5 modulus 2 equal to 0. This condition will be false because 5 is not divisible by 2. So it will become false. So as it is false, so we have to go to the else part and we have to execute the block which is written in the false block. We have to execute the false block, that is printf number is odd. This will be executed. So output we will get is number is odd. Okay students, I hope this lecture is uh, very much interesting and you find it easy and you will follow it, and we can solve in this way. If we will think about the condition and true block and false block, we can definitely write a program using if statement and its if statement, if else statement, etc. Thank you all.